Right, we're going to continue with our class, and our class today will focus on the activity 2.5. Remember that we dealt with all other activities and we were left with 2.5. So we'll deal with 2.5, which can allow you to, so I'll give you guidelines on dealing with 2.5. And I will repeat, whenever we do this class, is to just guide you. So when you go and do your own thing, please make sure that you are doing your unique thing. Don't just make everything like copying everything as it is. Right. Activity 2.5 starts here. We read this last week, but I will just repeat so that we can quickly get it. Let's look continue to assist Ikishilika Gogo, the company that manufactures breads, cakes, and South African delights. Each of these product lines is a separate product manager. The product managers are bread division, Miss Van de Mev, cake division, Miss Tau, SA delights division, Mr. Amla. The purpose of the product manager is to manage all aspects relating to the product range from order until delivery of the product. This includes client visits, ordering ingredients, timely product delivery, and handling of any complaints regarding the product. Please go through the image in figure 2.1, which is a graphical representation of the ordering of the ingredients to fulfill an order. So they gave us this graphical explanation. Right. Now we have a key here that an order is received by mail from a specific customer. It can be mail or it can be a phone. Then the order is received by the manager. We're given the description here of the whole process. So that process, which is described in pictures, we have it down here. They say the process was illustrated by applying it to the cake division, though it is the same for all three divisions. Miss Tao receives orders for cakes via email or telephone. So this is Miss Tao here receiving via email or what? Or phone. Right. So that is it's this part here. That's Miss Tao receiving what? This is a mail and this is phone. Right. After receiving the order, Miss Tao, let's say the order is for a client, Lulu's Bakery, for 3 chocolate cakes and 2 fruit cakes. Miss Tao knows the recipes for these cakes and will complete an ingredient requisition form and send it to the stores division. Right. They check if they have the ingredients, and if not, we'll purchase the ingredients immediately. So this is Miss Tao completing the internal requisition form here. And this is the sending of the form to stores. This is stores now. Right. Then after stores, they check whether the items are there. If they are not there, then they will be ordered. Ikishilika Gogo implemented a policy that if a cake is not delivered in 24 hours from order, the customer will receive the cake free of charge. The cost of the product will then be carried by the division that caused the delay. Is that right? The stores division transports the ingredients to the factory. Upon delivery, the foreman, right? So this is the stores transferring the what? Transporting the goods to the factory. Right. Then the factory Right. Upon delivery, the foreman, one of each product line, for example, chocolate cakes has a foreman and fruit cakes has a different foreman who complete the internal the ingredients received note and email it to the reconciliation clerks. For the cakes division, it is Mr. Diale and Mr. Jacobs reporting to the product manager. The reconciliation clerks then the reconciliation clerks then reconcile the IRA form and the IRN form. This reconciliation is sent to Mr. who checks and signs the reconciliation. The signed reconciliation is then filed against the order. Mr. is responsible to follow up on any discrepancies in the process. Right. So to summarize the process, so that we can understand this diagram. This is Tau receiving the order. Tau completes the requisition. The requisition goes to stores. Stores transport the goods to factory. Factory will then complete their document of the resources that they've used, which they give the reconciliation clerks. Then the reconciliation clerks will send the reconciliation to Ms. Tau. Then Ms. Tau will follow up on any discrepancies. That is the whole process there. So actually what is described in words is what is on this picture. Right. Right. You are currently attending a meeting with Mrs. Duma, Ms. Jansen, Financial Director, Mr. De Villiers, Chief Information Officer, Ms. Tau Amla, and Ms. Van de Mev. The product managers are complaining that this whole manual ordering process is taking up a lot of time. This is causing a decline in sales as they do not have enough time for hunting down clients. Mr. De Villiers take the stand. He has contacted Zebra Technologies, who specializes in automating business processes by making use of RPA. He did a study and found that each reconciliation clerk can perform 100 reconciliations per month. He said that each product division has 2 reconciliation clerks each. Therefore, there are 6 reconciliation clerks. He punched a few numbers in his calculator and came to the conclusion that 600 reconciliations can be performed monthly by the clerks. He told the meeting that Zebra is a customized software solution which can assist with automating the above process. He says that the process can do 16,000 reconciliations a month. At this stage, Ms. Duma interrupts him and says, "Oh, this tech stuff is too much for me. Ain3701 student, can you please prepare a presentation to present in the following meeting? Please use Microsoft PowerPoint 365 to present this. Your slides should cover." Right. So yeah, the task is only about 5 slides. The first slide is your introduction. That should have your student number, your name, and surname, and an applicable picture that you can send there. Right. So maybe let us quickly do that for now. So you go to your PowerPoint. So this is my PowerPoint here. Right. Then my first slide should include the introduction. Then also the whatever you can be able to, your name, your surname, and everything. Is that right? For example, we can say, let's say I can just put here introduction. Right. Then let's say, right, let's say I'll just put you can move this and you can always enlarge it whatever way you want and adjust it accordingly using this. Right, let's say I come here. Right, this introduction, you can also play around with it. You can play with colors. You can change the font. You can make it bold. You can even change the fonts. Font 8, or change the color. You can go here and change the color here. Whatever you want, you can use there. There are no specifications there. Right. So then you can come here and then so this you can just maybe reduce. Then you can say name. Right. Name. Let's say you are Eugene. The name, or you can just put the name, then you can say Eugene Kazalika. That's still fine. But you can even separate like what I've done. Student number. Nine 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 nine. Right. Then you can say the presentation covers the automation of some of the processes of Ikishi Likagogo. Right. Then you can insert. So to go to picture, you go to insert here. Because they wanted a picture. You insert a picture. A picture will be in your camera. Let's say it's this one here. Then you insert. Right. Then you can just adjust the size of that picture, maybe to suit whatever. Remember that everything should fit within our first page. Or maybe you can say so you can put it wherever you want. You can move it and put it at the bottom. It's all up to you. You just put it where you position it where you want, whatever picture that you have. Right. So let's say this is my presentation. Then you write like you can just write a short introduction. Maybe you can say in order to improve the efficiency of the ordering and allocating of ingredients to the manufacturing division. So that can be your introduction. It's an example of an introduction. Right. Then when you want to go to a new slide, you can choose new slide here. Right. So your new slide, it will all depend with what you want. I'll suggest that you can just go on this one whereby you just put a simple title in the content. So here you put your title will be directed by the question that you are now answering. All right, let's say on our second part, it says Identify any process that can be automated. Motivate your answer by applying the content you have learned in section 2.3. Remember that in section 2.3, we had to we had to identify how can robotics be used in manufacturing of bread and cakes, and we looked at the advantages and disadvantages. Is that right? So you look at this picture and look at any three processes that can be automated, right? As a guideline, this can be automated. Is that right? For example, when you receive the documents, when you receive a phone call, you can process the order and then transfer it to warehouse using automation instead of using the manual way. Even receiving a call itself, remember that there can be a problem that when someone calls and they can't be answered, there can be a problem. We can even use what robots to maybe hold on and stuff like that. And some can be automated to give answers then. But maybe the main things that we can look at, this transfer of this document to warehouse can be automated, can be done by robotics, right? The delivery also, I looked at it. Remember that automation can be physical, or it can be what? It can be virtual within the computer system. The delivery itself of resources to the factory can also be feasible, considering that I read somewhere where they said yeah, the storage facility is on the same premises as the administrative building. So it can be easier for us to control the routes that our robots can use, right? So I'm just identifying all those processes that you can choose on. You can choose any of those processes, right? You can also choose when warehouse finish everything, they will then send to when they send to those that are doing the reconciliation, that can also be automated. Then the reconciliations can also be automated. So you can see almost everything here can be automated. So in your assessment, they just want you to choose two, because there's one on the second slide and another one on the third slide, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember quite well. There's you should choose one on the second slide and another one on the third slide. So you just choose any that you feel that you can be able to write something. Right. So we can, so for example, we have this process here. Right. The completion of the ingredient requisition. If we know our standard cakes, what type they are, that then a robot can be programmed so that they know that, okay, the cake that has been ordered is this one. And if the sizes are this, it can program and know the ingredients that are supposed to be done. Instead of Mr. Chow using his knowledge for the recipes. How about if the recipes keep on growing? Is that right? So the completion of the ingredient requisition and sending it to the division can be, I'll take that process first is one process that can be automated, right? Process to be automated, or you can even write the process there, right?
Yeah, makita ko.
Right. Then we can say then, okay, let me just go there. All right. Completion. Then we can say the process. Completion. of ingredients requisition and sending the requisition to source. Right. That is the process that can be automated. But now the question does not just want the process. It also wants us to state the reason why and motivate your answer. Is that right? So we know that this process can be automated in order to increase speed of processing. Right. Remember that they said that I think I read something that you can also use as an advantage. Not all of you can just choose what you want. I'm just giving you an example here. We're told that if a cake is not delivered in 24 hours from order, the customer will receive the cake free of charge. Right. So to avoid delivering cakes free of charge, reduce errors on ingredients. I missed out. Like maybe on that day she's having pressure, although she knows the recipes, but they can be two, as I said, there can be many recipes that can be there. So that can lead to her failing to uh, record properly, which can result in losses as cakes can be rejected. That can be automated, and why it should be automated. Right. Then I will choose again the reconciliation. This process of reconciling here. You can choose any other. Remember, they said that you need to choose two. Right. I think they said, okay, let me just verify. Then identify another process that can be automated. So I'll go for the reconciliation. I'll go for the new slide. Depending on what you want to present. Maybe this one I can say process 1 to be automated. I can just change the color, make it bold since it's a heading. Then I will come here and have process 2. So when you do yours, you don't just have to follow what I've been doing. It should just be a guide. Then I'll have my process. Right. I've decided to choose the reconciliation. a reconciliation of a ingredient requisition form IR form and ingredients requisition right. You can say, for example, to note any discrepancies. Early allow corrective action to be taken on time. Like if normally these things should agree. So to increase, remember that the advice, the robots can, the number of requisitions. That can be processed. We can also want to reduce time taken between receiving the order. Completing order. So if everything is computerized, the processes can be linked. That is from the time that a Mr. Tao receives the Mr. Tao receives the order from the customer through phone or through mail, then sends to warehouse, then warehouse sends to the factory. Factory does the ingredients. No, I think I've written the same thing here. What is the other form that they said? Okay, let me just check the other form. The ingredients received, not ingredients. They are calling it the ingredients received, not, which is then prepared by the foreman. They are calling it the IRN form. Right. So remember that there's a time lag that happens, which can cause delays. So if everything is linked now, if the processing of the order to warehouse and stuff like everything is computerized, the documents can move faster and they can be easily linked, and the reconciliations will just be a click of a button to check the two if they're okay, which can also lead to saving costs. Right. Let me just make sure that I didn't go in advance of the next question, because you have to answer in a way that the next one you can do it. So I should not just exhaust everything and then answer the next, because I think I saw something on the next one which might need maybe adjustments. All right. What are the benefits of automating the process identified in figure 2.1? Identify 3 benefits and apply these benefits to the process. Right. So you'd find that that's what I was saying, that you might find that the answers that we have already put might cover the benefits, but don't make the answers exactly the same. Don't make the answers exactly the same. So we can say the benefits of automation. Right. These ones, I think we dealt with them last time when we're talking about, but you can just go on the simple ones. You can say speed of processing may be enhanced, leading to more work, being done. And timeous fulfillment of orders. Cost reduction as, sorry, I just want to check how many they say here. Cost reduction as the number of cakes given for free will reduce. Fewer errors can be made, which will improve quality of cakes. Remember, these are ingredients for the cakes, and you know that when the ingredients are wrong, we are likely to produce something that will be wrong. Less stress for managers. Is this how concentrate more on decision making rather than duties. You can go on and on. I think we talked about the benefits, but remember, they said that these benefits that you are going to be talking about, you should link them to the scenario that we have. So we should not like generalize whatever we are going to be doing there. Any questions before I proceed?
No.
No questions. Right. Then the last part. They said that the last one, they said identify 4 risks. If the process in figure 2.1 is automated by Zebra, apply them to the scenario. in the given activity. You can discuss two risks from the article from Java T-point, but you need to identify two that is unique, right? The ones on the Java, I think I gave you in the class last week. So they are on the document on the Java I gave you last week when we were doing them. Right. So we can say disadvantages of automation. Right. I would start with the maybe two that are from Java. Initial investment cost like maybe high. For example, in our scenario, we can even go specific. For example, in this case, they remember that for the outcome of that meeting. We are told that in that meeting, they were told that 500,000 will be initially required for the zebra option. So the issue is, are we going to get the desired returns? Whatever cost that we're going to save, are the benefits going to be more than the cost? Right. Jobs may be lost. For example, employees doing the reconciliation may have to be retrenched. Right. Then you can also look at your own because they want 4. So you can look at, you can just select 2 of your own. There are some decisions which may need human intervention and may be difficult to exclusively do with robots. Let's say, for example, you might find that they can come a customer with a custom, like he wants a cake according to specifications, which is not part of our normal menus. So we have to do something that is out of the ordinary. Now, if that is to happen, we can be in a crisis because we might fail to deliver as required. Right. With increasing load shedding, robots depending on power may not. So you might find that we have replaced it. We don't have people who normally do it, and there's a power crisis. That means all the work has to stop. Okay, you can say you can find other sources, but other sources will also lead to increased cost. there are many things that you can talk about here on the disadvantages. I think we talked about them sometime last week. You can even say that employees may be demotivated, as they might feel that maybe they might be suspicious of the inclusion of robots. Remember that anything that threatens the employees, even if you remain, when you see your colleagues going home, that can even impact on you. We can even talk about if they are computerized, if there's a virus or anything, we might result that might result in having wrong information that can even be dire for the continuity of the firm. All right, please, guys, I want you to make sure that you revisit number 2 and number 3, and make sure that your justification for automating the process does not sound exactly like the benefits that you are going to put on number 4. There should be just be some difference, although we know that obviously the justification for you to automate normally comes from the benefits that you are likely to get. Or you can take it from another angle. Instead of talking about the benefits, you talk about the problems that are there if they use the current system, the current manual system. Then you can say there can be delays in the processing of what orders. Then on the advantages, we now say now the automating will make sure that those delays will not take place. Any questions? Right. So if we don't have any questions, then we can be able to complete our assignments. And I think for this assignment 5, when you're submitting, you just come here when you have done your document. Upload your presentation here. You can just go there and then upload there. It will take you to my UNISA directly to where you are supposed to upload that assessment.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
Must it be submitted just as a PowerPoint file, or must it be a slideshow? I don't know if anybody else maybe knows better.
Let me just, because what I saw, I just said that a PowerPoint presentation. I think I didn't see any other instructions there. Because normally they would like, if you see like on this one, they would come down here and give other instructions. But as far as I saw this one, I didn't see any other instructions except that except to do the to do a slide. The show can be done maybe if you want, you can do, but I don't think it's necessary per se.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, if you don't have any questions, then I wish you all the best. Then may you please do your assignments, and wish you all the best for that. And make sure that it's due on Monday. So make sure that you do everything during the weekend. Thank you so much, and God bless you richly. And Dolly is coming also, you are going out. Dolly, I'm very sorry. We just concluded class. I just admitted you so that I could tell you, so that you don't get confused.
All right, thank you.
I'm very sorry for that.
Not a problem.
Okay, you get the recording.